How can I help? She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up. That's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me. She wouldn't ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me. Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history. Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god, to know yourself, to be untouchable, to be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more, an event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. For a spell, Mistral was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go. Memory loss isn't usually a symptom of ceremorphosis. If it is, they've forgotten to write it down in any text I've read on the subject. Then again, our case isn't exactly usual. Perhaps whatever's causing our tadpoles to remain in stasis has also affected your mind. If ceremorphosis takes place, all trace of your former self will be subsumed into the Mind Flayer's hive. So, to still be here, if a mite forgetful, still a win in my book. We all have those from time to time. I once wished a most impure demise on a colleague of mine who bought the last remaining copy of Etheril's Enchiridion of Enchanting Easements. It's a first edition, too. As regards to your own morbid little fantasies, I'm sure they're nothing to worry about, so long as they remain fantasies.
First in my heart.
Elminster. Even the Githyanki have heard tell of the Sage of Shadowdale. Some of his works have been translated to Tirsu. That doesn't mean his every word carries wisdom, however. Near as I can tell, Mistra demands Gale's faith, but holds no faith in him. Why else would she demand Gale sacrifice himself, and perhaps so many others? Does she not think he can destroy the Absolute with his own immense talents? Does she not know the mighty company that he keeps? Demanding Vlaakith may be, but she acts for the good of the Githyanki people. Mistress concerned only for herself. Perhaps he'd find forgiveness in a fiery death. But I can't help but wonder why he'd want it at all. Make space, and my might is yours. Ready for battle.
Better be careful around here.
I've never seen darkness like this before. It's unsettling.
Moonrise Towers lies ahead. We must venture on, however bleak the path.
I can feel the Shadow's power here, but they don't seem to be harming me. The Shadow Curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
To reach a Githyanki creche and be rid of these tadpoles. Now we stalk forgotten lands haunted by darkness.
The Dark Lady shields me. I can feel her. So, have we buried the hatchet, Lae'zel?
No. Why would I bury a weapon? Is it broken?
It's a metaphor.
I do not know your metaphor. But
Watch the shadows.
Something's wrong. I feel weak, drained.
together. Keep to the light. Stop! Who's there? Whether we attack or not depends entirely on you, love. Come into the light. Hands high! Jonas! Move in! Jonas? Can you see our torches?
I can't see anything! Something's wrong!
Follow my voice! Come back to the light!
Who's there? Meg? Is that...
Jonas?
There you are. Come. Join me.
Jonas. Harpers! You heard the man! To arms!
May the gods take you first.
Have to keep going. taking position. In my best interest. Time to strike. In my best interest. taking position.
Swift as my feet can carry me. Done.
Heading there.
Well done. Now we've got to move. I know a safe place. Give me your map. Keep your torch high. If you step into the shadows, you'll be felled in a heartbeat. That's right. Protected by magic. Only spot in the region that's not been swallowed up by this damn curse. Light will save you here on the outskirts, but a few paces deeper you're screwed. If you want to catch your breath, the inn's the only place to do it. Hope to see you there. Harpers, move out!
You've a particular way with words, Gale. Perhaps oration suits you more than battle.
They're not mutually exclusive. Weave is served best with a dash of eloquence.
I've been watching you fight, Shadowheart. Your skills are improving.
My skills were just fine to begin with. You can save the compliments.
I don't pay compliments. I make observations.
That corpse is tainted by the shadows, no doubt. Best avoid it.
This place is protected. Must be the refuge the Harpers spoke of.
No shadows here. Something must be keeping it at bay.
You there! Step forward.
And keep your hands off your weapons.
Easy. He's with me.
Come. Jahira!
Well, I am certainly no innocent paladin, so I'll bind you with vines a moment longer, if you do not mind.
This is why we're here, you see. 'Tis a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know, it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul. Stand down! Or we'll put you down! I'm not interested in the Absolute's manipulations. Harpers, cut this true soul down!
Stop! What are you doing? He's the one who saved us!
He's the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either. Saved two of my friends. One from a harpy and one from a mad druid with a snake. Didn't make a fuss of our thieving either. I pretty much trust him with my life.
A true soul with a mind of his own? How is that possible? What in the hells is that thing? Congratulations! You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand what that artifact is. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here? Then our interests align. We must all cure ourselves of the entire cult of the Absolute. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for. Just about.
Blood, this is heavy.
Shouldn't hang around too long, though.
It's for a good cause.
Traitor Kithrak takes great interest in this relic of yours, Shadow. Or should I
Our
say,
asses.
weapon? What are you hiding?
Nothing. I assume your kin are just as misguided as you are.
Yeah? Deep sight narrows at night time. 2 steps in, and you're likely to become some dagger's new sheath.
Ain't my neck of the woods. Very well.
Count your lucky stars.
See any movement?
Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through. Take care now. If you're all right by Jahira, you're all right by me. Cheeky, but since you're asking. If you're all right by Jahira, you're all right by me. Take care now.
I wish we had a bloody army. I wish we'd gear up and then head out.
Last night's best bargains right here!
Her focus is on stopping the cult, and
I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that.
I don't.
Daylar's doing her best. He shows no signs of waking.
We can wait.
Flame colour. That's your name, isn't it? Art colour? I'm Fistular.
Nathaniel and me are climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him. You hear me, don't you, sir? You might not be able to answer, but you hear me. A century locked inside a Sharan curse will do things to a man. But you're not alone, sir. We're here with you. And I'm sure you've got relations, maybe some long-lived friends even, who want to be seeing you. No, not till I met Art, anyway. It seems to be all he remembers. This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway. Thank you.
Some parchment there.
Is dead.
Looks official.
So the plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
Far from it. We need a way into...
Please, if you have any idea how to get through to him.
The patient is physically well, but psychologically detached, dissociated from himself.
He's been in the Shadowfell. All memories will have been stripped away. We need to remind him who he is. Some personal effects, maybe?
Lost in the shadows all this time. He must have left some part of himself behind. Something we can use.
If he does, he isn't sane.
His fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin, as if from manual labor, or playing a stringed instrument, perhaps.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose.
What's hiding here?
Patience. He may know a way through the curse.
As
I know that he'll ever recover. But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead.
So the plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
She wants the same thing we do. To save the city.
But she doesn't care if the Grand...
The shadow curse is upon us. As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands. He is? Then I must see him. Insensible or not, he knows something. Thaniel is no ordinary child. He is the very spirit of this land. If this fist knows where he is, then perhaps we can save him. Save everything. I will go to see him at once. Join me when you can.
To find lurking in this cursed gloom. So, wasn't this? Glimmer of hope amidst the darkness.
That's one way of looking at it. You could also say it's a prime target, the one pocket of light in the gloom.
Oh, pragmatism. Thy name is Shadow. You're not wrong, though. Lest we keep our sojourn here to a minimum.
Any help from Jahir?
She wants the same thing we do, to save the city.
But she doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult, and I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that. Jayla's doing her best, but she shows no signs of breakthrough. Baldur's Gate can't.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it. Patience. He may know a way through the curse.
We don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead.
So the plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
We need a way into the tower, I think. What I won't do is send any more of our people into the curse.
Any help from Jahir?
She wants the same thing we do, to save the city.
But she doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or dies. I wouldn't go that far. But her focus is on stopping the cult, and I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that. Jayla's doing her best, but she shows no signs of waking up.
We can wait.
Thaniel and me are climbing up a tree.
It's true then. He's met Thaniel. There's no other way he'd know that name. This is just what we needed. Well done. We need to wake him. He must know something about where to find Thaniel. If he was able to escape the Shadowfell, then it mustn't have managed to consume his spirit. Well, not all of it anyway. We need to unlock whatever's left of him, inside his head. There must be something to trigger him. A word, a memory, an item. We just need to find it. Without Thaniel, no. And I don't know how I can find him without speaking to this man. I don't deserve you, my friend.
Don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead.
How much further can I go?
The plan is to do nothing. Let the Duke rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns.
Far from it. We need a way into the towers. I intend to
Don't want to draw it.
What I won't do is send any more of our people into the
best for the wicked, I see.
He wants the same thing we do. To
cowards
won't.
But she doesn't care if the Grand Duke lives or
Is that
dies.
blood?
I wouldn't go that far.
Never
Her
mind.
focus is on stopping the cult, and I suspect she'd sacrifice anyone to achieve that.
Fearsome black and red.
Daylight's doing her best, but he shows no signs of waking.
We can wait.
Baldur's Gate can't.
If you have an alternative in mind, please do propose it. Patience. He may know a way through the curse.
I don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead. Please do propose it. Patience.
More activity among the
He
cultists.
may know a way through the curse.
I wager.
We don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know that anyone who goes charging into those shadows is dead.
If not over, then through.
So the plan is to do nothing.
I need a quick word.
Rot in prison while Baldur's Gate burns. He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet. We believe the cultists have taken Duke Ravengard to Moonrise Towers. I don't suppose you found a way in. I trust you will do everything you can to free the Duke. But in case you don't find a way, I'll be heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcement. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
You know the name Gortash, a councillor with considerable influence on Baldurian industry and politics. But he is no lord.
Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives, except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us, I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
Climbing up the tree and we see what we see. Your job is to serve
Last night's best bargain, right here.
Waiting for us.
This calls for careful footwork. Out of sight, out of mind.
They get darker, but hiding.
There is work to do.
Snuffling and stalking in the shade where we are walking. We are fearsome, black and red. We are living, they are dead. Two of us safe.
Listen.
The end.
No one stopped me yet.
He keeps saying Thaniel's name. He must know more. We need to rouse him.
I wish we'd gear up and head out. All this standing around is...
Got to have a plan first. Got to trust Jaheira to come up with one.
I don't.
I do.
That's what this...
No day, no night. It's as though time itself has abandoned this place. Similar to the astral plane in some ways. Wouldn't you say, Lae'zel?
Hardly. The astral plane is threaded with light and silver, life-giving and wondrous in all directions. Nothing like this dismal abyss.
Let's have a look.
Think they put up a struggle. In vain.
Indolence breeds madness.
Everything is clear.
Your gaze seemed to linger in the distance on some unseen goal, some insubstantial purpose. I notice now your gaze settles on something or someone much closer.
Is it that obvious?
See any movement out there?
Of course. There's nothing is.
If you're all right by Jahira, you're all right by me. Take care now.
You Graven Guard's still alive, you reckon?
He better be, or I'm a dead man walking.
Aren't we all?
Not as long as we can put up a fight, we're not.
Good man.
Heading out without Isabel's blessing. Have you got a death wish? I won't tell you your business, but I hope you're right.
There's more where that came from. Wish we had stone or steel.
I've been pondering something, Lae'zel. Why is it the Githyanki have belly buttons? When they hatch from eggs?
I did not grant you permission to gaze upon my midriff.
I wasn't gazing, merely observing. Though that can hardly be said for a certain someone else.
debating allowing another into your heart.
Quite the gossip, aren't you? Wouldn't have thought you cared.
A formidable woman like yourself does herself no favors in revealing herself to be so erratic, so uncertain. Something over there.
Blast scars. Spell and sword are like we used to ravage this battlefield.
Imagine the glorious din of it all. The streaming banners, the charging knights, the piles of severed limbs and heads.
I'd rather not.
We bring more to your church every day, my queen. Your followers are legion. Your faithful stand ready, Majesty. Soon we march. Soon the world will bow to you.
Here, we're boss. Something moved up there. Want me to drag it out?
What's this?
The Drider's eyes cut through the darkness, locking on you as your parasite squirms with excitement. Your minds connect, and you hear a voice whispering to you. The Absolute, or just the echoes of his fractured mind reverberating in the darkness.
One of your true souls, my queen. How have they survived? You swore an oath to my queen. But if so, where is their lantern? Majesty, you gave this lantern to me. You said it was mine. No. We will keep your gift and drive this false one back into the dark.
it's all the same to you.
Seen alleyways in Baldur's Gate that are plenty.
I'm a tad surprised you change into more comfortable garb at Camp Lazel. You strike me as a sleeps in her armor type.
When we make it home? Burning through it would cause too much noise during my nighttime exertions. I do not wish to alert foes of our location.
Nighttime exertions? Oh, I see. Well, considerate of you, I suppose.
Don't wander far. We need to talk.
Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need? I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday. I mean, maybe. But she put me in charge of the shop. I thought... Never mind. Here. You can have it then. Last night's best bargains, right here! In the market for something special? I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like? Pleasure doing business with you. Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
I should speak up.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink. To your very good health.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jahira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. A noble proclamation. It must have made you quite thirsty. Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? Just answer the question. And you're certain you will continue to resist? Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I? Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. General Gadrick Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Kedrick Thorn live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. The light is rather dim out here in the Shadowlands. The point remains. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Kedrick is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Kedrick's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet. You're not our only secret weapon. Isabel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you.
Ceres, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one. Gone. And more than half the others with him. We were ambushed out in the cursed lands. Cultists of this absolute. Zevlor froze, begged us to surrender. But they were toying with us, making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse. Prison's the best I can hope for the ones we left behind. Zevlor seemed to think the cult wanted us alive. I almost hope he never found out why.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Get the bottle. Hand me the bottle. It's not hard.
I don't want to.
And I don't want to give you a lashing, but I will, damn it!
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did. Oh, it's you. I'd recognize that self-righteous tone anywhere. If you're here to save the day again, you're a little late this time. Oh, sod off! I'm only here because you helped me and my family. I was ready to cut and run back at the Grove, but you had other ideas. Carl and Leo are taken in by your crap. You convinced them to play hero, and now they're gone. They're my responsibility. You go save the world, or your own arse, or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
How goes the treasure hunt?
Premium trinkets and doodads.
Just keep your eyes peeled.
This place is awesome! There's so much stuff!
Listen.
Last night's best bargains right here. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Have to keep going.
I had a sip from a bottle someone didn't finish. It wasn't very nice.
I'll feel that one later.
If I do, you'll be the first to know.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. Myself and Our Lady are doing what we can to hold the line. I hear you and your tadpole will be our offense. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
The blessing falls uneasily over your tainted body. You can't help but dream. To kill her would destroy all of last light. You yearn for it so deeply.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. Ketheric is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Careful! Don't drop anything.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric, alive. We are all alike in her service. Do as I say. The rewards will be great.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
With Isabel dead, the whole sanctuary will be flooded with blood. A far finer future than her taken alive.
Come along, Isabel.
What's up for discussion?
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. Myself free from... It's all... Let me guess.
The blessing falls on ease.
Perfect. It'll make you immune, but there are... The cultists are a...
Selûnite.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. Ketheric, while you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to...
Isabel?
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketherick himself.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketherick, alive. We are all
What's going on? If you have something to say it.
pathetic.
The Absolute. You can't believe them.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
With Isabel dead, the whole sanctuary filled with blood. A far finer future than her taken alive.
Come along, Isabel. I cannot die. Please help me.
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
Dolo.
Very well.
Concentrate. Got to press on.
Take fury. Take fury.
Can't slow down.
On the move.
Isabel, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketheric will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that.
Hera won't even notice we're gone. It doesn't matter. Mole needs us. I know, but we need a plan.
Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of twisted personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too. As for why he'd want to take me alive, I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to. No mercy. For Ketheric will have none on you. End this.
I don't. That's what we're doing.
Let's just go already. But we don't even know the way to Moonrise. That's why we should leave now.
I want to have a word.
Climbing up the tree, and we see what we
Seen alleyways in Baldur's Gate that are plenty worse in their way.
Yeah?
Heapside narrows at night time.
Do you ever want to know about surprise?
And you're likely to become some dagger's new sheath.
Patched up?
Just about.
Pushing on.
Just about.
Count your lucky stars.
Just about. We shouldn't hang around too long, though.
Won't be waiting long.
You mean to reach Moonrise, and I've orders to help you. The path to the towers is drenched in blackness so deep even a torch cannot quell it. Yet the cultists have found a way to move freely. Whatever this method, you must claim it. A cultist convoy crosses the land as we speak. I've readied an ambush. Say the word, and we fly. Splendid. I'll mark your map should you lose the way. Harper's with me. Stray no more than an arm's length from your course.
Keep steady.
We're closing in.
Closing in.
I was wondering about your queen, Vlaakith. What tales of her reach us are terrifying. But I suppose that's not how you would describe her.
Vlaakith is unity, fear and beauty, life and unlife. Eyes like onyx, teeth like daggers.
Get into position.
None more perfect.
Sounds vile. I assume the meaning of perfect was lost in translation.
Pave my path with corpses. Build my castle with bones.
My queen, your followers are legion.
Go. We'll wait for your signal.
Your faithful stand ready, Majesty. Soon we march. Soon the world will bow to you.
Here, we're boss. Something moved up there. Want me to drag it out?
What's this?
The Drider's eyes cut through the darkness, locking on you as your parasite squirms with excitement. Your minds connect, and you hear a voice whispering to you. The Absolute, or just the echoes of his fractured mind reverberating in the darkness.
One of your true souls, my queen. How have they survived? You swore an oath to my queen. But if so, where is their lantern? Majesty, is this true? Did I not serve you well? Very well. If it is your will, we can have it!
What do you mean, go?
We can't go without you. The shadows would tear us to pieces.
This is not Her Majesty's will! If it is Her Majesty's will.
You can't be serious. You know what's out there.
If it is Her Majesty's will, then we shall walk! She will protect us. She must.
I'd never believe it if I hadn't just seen it. Nicely done. Now let's see what we've got here. One less blight in the darkness. 1,000 more to conquer.
At very least, for every beast we slay, the shadows spawn through.
God, why so dark? The lantern gives off a chilly glow, protecting all in its vicinity from the surrounding shadows.
Incredible magic. I can feel the light lifting the shadows, even those within me. Be safe and be brave. We expect no less.
You notice a tiny pixie trapped within.
Oh, please! Oh, golly me, oh my! You must release me or I'll die. This lantern only lights the way when I am hurting night and day. My name is Dolly Thrice. Now won't you free me from this vice? It would be my pleasure, truly. Once I'm freed, I'll help you duly. I dare not name it, newfound friend. The faintest touch could spell my end. Finally! Been trapped in that coffin with no one but a mad rider and my own farts for company. Did me a good turn there, didn't you? What do I owe you? Butter wouldn't melt. Well, look. I won't have you tracking me down in the Fae looking for tuppence. Let's finish this, fair and square. Here, give this bell a shake. Speak the magic words and you'll get what you've earned. Protection from the shadow curse. What more could a dingus want? You're welcome.
Pixie.
Been blessed already, haven't you? Move on with your life.
crates and caravans. The town toll house, surely.
At least it's worth more than their lives.
With haste. Done.
Can't afford to let up. On my way.
I am fury. I am death. Taking position. No time to waste.
concentrate. Onward.
In my best interest.
Should get some rest. I need to keep sharp.
A house of healing from the looks of it.
Should I be in need of medical treatment, please don't bring me here.
Here to see the doctor? Are we poorly? Are we desperately poorly? Oh, not so well. But well enough to wait. Join the line, and you will be seen. Let me check. Let me check. What's the primary symptom? There's no shame in an end. All things come to be lost. But if you wish to be examined, join the line. You will be seen. Poor creature. Oh, so sad, so sick. The doctor will see you. The doctor will soothe. Down to the theater. Be swift. Be saved.
The objective of the Scalpel Sisters is to soothe. For the Scalpel indeed is an extension of Shah. See how the patient reacts when I but stroke the right nerve. Hear its comfort, hear the very melody of mercy. Pray, sister, show us the extent of your beneficence. Stop. Stay your hand, for it slaps where it should stroke. We can hardly hear the patient's sighs of solace. Perhaps it is our unexpected audience that makes you quiver. Come, step forward. You are no sister, but that matters none. Every student is welcome.
Absence.
Absence. No other word captures the heart of Shah so very perfectly. It is the scalpel-led journey that leads from pain to peace.
Gods! A living nightmare is this.
See? What is the light of eyes but the cancer that causes one to witness the laceration of being? If light is the symptom, then darkness is the cure. For in light there is presence, but in darkness there is absence.
In light is presence, in darkness, absence.
But you, look how the succor of Shah eludes you. See how painfully present you remain. We do not wish to see you suffer so. Let us cure you. Their incisions are, as yet, still streaked with imprecision. That much I must concede. How to steady their hands, I wonder. See now. By example, I must edify and quell the light that blinds us. Come, sisters, soothe me.
The doctors found oblivion. Well, no time to mourn. I'll fix this without him.
His corpse. It's Arabella's father. The horror of his end I daren't contemplate.
I will sell you what I can, once I've stabilized the patient. Not dead, merely medicated to ease the pain. Yes. I knew these hands would not fail me. The patient is sure to recover. Not much left now, but you're welcome to look. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to tend to my patient.
All this standing around is making me antsy.
Got to have a plan first. Got to trust Jaheira to come up with one.
I don't.
I do.
And that's why we're still standing around.
Yeah, because she did a great job protecting Mom.
Thaniel and me are climbing up a tree.
He keeps saying Thaniel's name. He must know more. We need to rouse him. Good. Its music might help restore him. Show it to him.
Daniel! He's still trapped there. He needs help.
Calm. Breathe. You've been trapped in the Shadowfell for a century. Take a moment to clear your mind.
A century? You're Halsin. Thaniel said to find you. You must help him, please.
I will, but I need to know where Thaniel is. If I venture into the Shadowfell blind, I will never find him.
I'm not sure I can put it into words. The landscape there shifts and changes. Lavender. Whenever I saw Thaniel, I always smelled lavender.
I can work with that. Rest now.
Meet me by the lakeshore. I have what we need to proceed, but I'll need your help. Be ready. This may prove perilous.